Hello, my name is Michaela. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag for you, so you can get to know me better and hopefully come hang out with me more on this channel. The first question that I could find in this tag is, why did you start this channel? Let's see. I have been a viewer of Booktube for years now, probably since like 2012, I want to say. The first person I found was Caddy-tastic. I was looking for someone who had read the Percy Jackson books, and just typing into YouTube, hers was one of the first book hauls that came up that had the Percy Jackson books in them. So I started following her, and then Jessie and Christine not long after, and just really delving into Booktube. And it was so nice to find other people who liked books as much as I did, because that being another reason why I started this channel. I don't really have a whole heck of a lot of people in my life that like books the same way that I like books. Like, I do have friends that read and talk about different books with them, but none of them that read the same way I do. Like, every single day, multiple times a day, multiple books a month, multiple genres. Is just, I can't find that in my real life, and it's really nice to be able to come on YouTube and find so many like-minded people who want to be friends and talk about books with you. So I'm really hoping that I can grow this channel and have friends to talk about books with. Also, another reason why I decided to start was after COVID, or not even after COVID, probably in the middle of COVID, I started working from home. And as much as I really love that and do not miss the office life at all, not a little bit, like I do not miss going into the office, having to drive on the highway, having to deal with other people who are mean and rude, and no, I don't miss that. But it is pretty lonely working from home by yourself. It's just me and the cat all day, and she ignores me the majority of the day. She's in the other room sleeping. Like, it's just me. My husband works during the day. He doesn't come home until, normal times, 4 or 5 o'clock. So I want something, I miss having the focus that you have going into an office job and having a certain amount of time to do things in, and like only having to do those things, because being home, like, yes, I do my job, I do what I need to do, but also in the back of my mind all day is, there are dishes in the sink, you should go wash the dishes, you have time, you can clean them, the bathroom is dirty, you should probably clean that, you haven't gone through the clothes that don't fit you, you should probably put those in a bag to donate. Like, it keeps going in here all day. And I think if I had something to focus on, like making videos, like vlogging, talking to other people about what I'm doing, showing just my life, it might help get that focus back. I hope. We'll see what happens. Second question, what is unique about this channel? I don't know. We're 2 videos in. I don't know. I like boy bands a heck of a lot more than normal people should. Probably that's unique about me. I don't know. I can't really promise anything super unique. Like, I don't intend on doing anything out of the box that other people might do. Like, I plan on making vlogs. I like to watch vlogs. I like TBRs. I like book hauls. I like themed vlogs. That's probably what you can expect on this channel. I don't foresee myself doing anything different than any other booktuber is doing, but I would hope that, like, my personality and thoughts might be different than other people, and other people might want friends. I don't know. I'm not really sure how to answer that question. Third question, why do you love reading? Oh boy. So like I explained earlier, it's 24/7 in here. This does not stop talking. There's always a thought, and the majority of them, not so good thoughts. So reading is such a form of escapism where I don't have to listen to my own brain tell me terrible things. Audiobooks are such a lifesaver. I can't hear my own thoughts if someone else is talking in my ears. It's just that, and it's always been my preferred method of entertainment. Like, I love watching movies and TV shows. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with TV shows, but I also grew up in the 90s, and I feel like we had the best TV shows, so that is what it is. But yeah, it's just always been my preferred method of entertainment. Like, there's so many different stories that you can find, and you just don't get that the same way you get that with TV and movies. I've always preferred reading. Okay, easy question. Favorite books. So, I am a millennial. So, obviously, one of my favorite series, and this is kind of where my channel name came from, Shadowhuntedwizards, because I love Harry Potter. I am so severely disappointed and saddened by the terrible person that JKR has become, and I don't feel the need to promote that on my channel, but growing up, that story was very special to me. It was one of the first series that I read that I remember crying and wishing it was real, like in the backseat of my dad's truck. That series really is a comfort series for me. But like I said, there's so many other wizard school books nowadays that are so much more inclusive and diverse and maybe a little bit better written, that I don't feel like I need to be promoting that series on my channel, but it is a favorite. And then also Shadowhunters. I'll grab the other one. Shadowhunters. I love that series so much. I will admit that the first 3 books in the Mortal Instruments are difficult to get through. They did not age well, and they're definitely not everyone's cup of tea. But if you can get through those first 3 books and get to the second half, and this book in particular, I learned in the first video, don't hold the books in front of your mouth, people can't hear you. It made me cry so much. And I love these characters so much. I love Simon in this series, this one, the Chain of Thorns, which there are enough videos that you can find to read Shadowhunters in order. Don't go from this one to this one. But this series, I would die for Anna Lightwood. I love her. I would die for her, happily. But just Cassie Clare has some kind of, I don't know, magic about her writing that she really gets you invested in these characters and really makes you feel for them, and just the way she writes them is great. It's, like I said, not everyone's cup of tea, but those are 2 of my all-time favorite series. Also, An Ember in the Ashes by Sabatier. If you have not read this series yet, you really should, and it's the perfect time to do that because she just announced that there's a sequel series coming out in October. It's called Air. I'm so excited. It's a spin-off series of this, and I'm so excited. It's so well written. Again, characters are amazing. If you like YA fantasy, this one. And one series that is one of my favorite series, it's a YA epic fantasy that I don't see a lot of people on Booktube talking about it, so I'm going to talk about it, is Crown of Feathers by Nikki, I'm not sure how to say that, Pareto, I'm not sure. She's a Canadian author. I have the Owl Crate editions, sprayed edges. This is the first one, Crown of Feathers. The second one, Heart of Flames, blue edges. And then the last one, Wings of Shadow, with purple edges. They're very pretty. They're very heavy, though. I don't know that I can hold them all together. I can. Very pretty. Is there anything on the dust jackets? I don't think so. But this is a YA epic fantasy series about Phoenix Riders. I know Dragon Riders are huge right now because Fourth Wing, which I also love. But it's just different. It's Phoenix Riders. It's a story about sisters. There's multiple POVs. There's another character who is in the military. In this world, the government has outlawed and thought that they've killed off all Phoenix Riders. And this is kind of the dregs of that. But yeah, it's one of my favorite If you're afraid of getting into adult fantasy and epic fantasy, start with YA epic fantasy. You will not be upset. It's so good. Oh, other favorite books in different genre that I didn't mention, romance. The Bromance Book Club. That is one of the best romance novel series that I have read that outlines healthy relationships. It's so great. There's I think one more coming out later this year, maybe. I'm not sure, but the last one that just came out with a Christmas one, I think there's 5 books in that series now. It's very, very good. Dark romance is a thing that I started reading in the past year or so, and I really liked Her Soul to Take by Harley LaRue and Satan's Affair by H.D. Carlton. I haven't read Haunting Adeline yet, but I will eventually, but I really loved Satan's Affair. That was a fun book. I don't know what that says about me as a person, but that was fun. Fifth question, I forgot what number we're on. But biggest challenges with this channel that you see. I think I'm gonna be my own worst enemy and not like very good at editing or having original content. I think I'm gonna struggle with content and trying to figure out exactly what I should be doing, but it's okay. I'll figure it out. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Filming, I think, is gonna be a problem because I can only film during the day, really, because lighting, I should specify that, lighting is going to be a problem for me because my house, for whatever reason, gets very dark. It doesn't matter if we have the lights on, every single light in the house is dark in my house. I got lucky these past couple days that we've had some nice sunny days and I'm able to sit by the window and like just have a light on, and this seems perfect, but every day is not going to be like this. I live in New England. It rains a lot, it snows a lot, like the sun is not a thing that we see very often here unless it's, you know, August and 1,000 degrees. So I think that's a challenge I'm gonna have to face, but I'll figure it out. It's fine. When did you start reading? Always. I can't remember a time in my life that I wasn't reading. I remember for my 5th birthday, my mom took me to the library and got me a library card because I was old enough to have my own and stop using hers to check out all of the books. My mom really is the person who made me into the reader that I am today, and I'm going to try not to cry while I talk about this. My mom passed away when I was 8, and one of the best memories that I have of her is every night before we would go to bed, she would read me a chapter of a book, and more often than not, it was these books, the Babysitter's Little Sister books. We would read a chapter, she would read it to me, we would talk about it, and I would always thought I was being sneaky. She would put the book down on the desk next to my bed, go out, turn off all the lights. I would take the book, go lay in the hallway, like the threshold of my bedroom door in the hallway where the light was on, because I would tell her, you know, leave the hallway light on because I'm scared of the dark, which was true, but also I wanted to lay on the floor and reread the chapter. And she could totally see me from where she was sitting in the living room. Like, I don't know why I thought I was so slick and like got away with that, but she 1000% knew what I was doing. But those are some of the best memories that I have with her. And I don't, unfortunately, have a lot of those because she was really sick and trauma. But even when she was sick and in the hospital, my dad picked it up. And my dad read to me and picked up right where we left off. Or she would have me bring the book with her, like with me, when we would go visit her in the hospital and have me read to her. And as an adult, I now know what she was doing. She was trying to help me get better at reading and speaking out loud and stuff. But like, yeah, that's where that came from, where I started reading and really being serious about it. And just all of my cousins that I grew up with were also really big readers. Eventually, when I got to the point that I could read these on my own, like without help, I didn't need her to help me, we moved on to her reading just regular Babysitters Club's books to me. I remember being in like the first subscription thing that I was ever in, when you got a Babysitters Club book in the mail every month with like a whole bunch of stickers and notebooks and just like, I don't know, bracelets, like little things that 90s little girls liked. But that was like the first subscription service I was ever in. And I remember my dad would complain about it because it was like, how many of these books are there that you're getting? They keep showing up and they're different. There's over 100 Babysitters Club books. But yeah, so we moved on to these. And then me and my cousins were big American girls. I have Molly, Sammy, and Addie. I still have them, the dolls. But yeah, these were the ones that like we could read on our own. We didn't necessarily need our parents to read them to them, and like we were always being taken to the library. Yeah, one of the videos I think I'm going to do on this channel is rereading childhood favorites, because I have so many that I loved growing up. Okay, again, don't remember what number question this is meant to be, but where I read. Here, mostly on my couch. I have my blanket and I have a pillow. This is my little reading nook, but I can read anywhere. I can read on my phone. I, bring my Kindle with me when I go do laundry and stuff. Place has no concern to me. I can read anywhere, but I am most comfortable reading on my couch. And also, a lot of the books that I do, because working from home, are audiobooks. It's just so much easier for me to concentrate if I have something in my ears while I'm working. I can't sit in silence. That bothers me. I need some kind of background noise, so audiobooks. And last question, what genres do you like to read? I would say my go-to genre still is YA fantasy, but I really would like to branch out in that and read more adult fantasy, read more horror, sci-fi. I also tend to go more towards romance, and like I said, I've been exploring dark romance. Yeah, those are probably my go-tos, YA fantasy and romance. And last thing, show your book collection. We're gonna have to move you because my book collection is spread throughout my house. Hold on. Okay, first place my book collection lives, this is my book cart. It is right next to my couch. I have my most recent TBR on here. So this is, if I'm looking for the next book that I gotta read, this is where I pull from. Okay, and downstairs, this is my main bookshelf. Has, most of these I have read, but some of them I have not. Like it's crowded. I really need to be getting my shelves organized. Good Princess Diaries is all Buffy books I was mentioning. So many Buffy books. And then all these on the bottom. And then behind me is the new bookshelf that I have to put together that my husband grabbed for me. But see, there's more on the bottom over there. And these over here have to get put away. They just have stuff everywhere. But yep, there's that whole pile. This whole pile is not mine. These are all my husband's manga, which eventually are going to get put on shelf. We had to move them, so they just live in boxes for now. But there's that. And then over here, you can probably see it from here. Look at all the trash I need to go through. But this is my favorites shelf, which I don't know that I'm going to keep this as a favorite shelf. I think I might make this a TBR shelf because I don't really like having my series separated. So I got to figure that out, but that's that. And then over here, these are all like college books, craft books, and yearbooks and stuff. And then this is my manga shelf. Which I would like to, again, organize and figure out. But, yeah, so that's it. And that's it. That's all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you would like to continue to hang out with me, make sure that you subscribe and press the like button on your way out. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.